In 1955, Disneyland became the beating heart of the Walt Disney Company, a destination that brought Disney magic from the big screen to the real world for children and families to enjoy. But there was a problem. Walt Disney was millions in debt. The parks closed early every day, and the key audience wasn't coming to the parks. Teens and young adults didn't want to go to Disneyland. They didn't see themselves there. But just 2 years after opening, Disneyland would introduce an idea that wouldn't just make teens and young adults fill the park, but one that would make Disneyland a premier destination for nighttime entertainment. Disneyland changed forever when it introduced romance. 2 years after Disneyland opened, Walt Disney was facing some harsh truths, and the financial woes of the theme park venture began to show. To combat this, Walt promoted a man who would one day become Disneyland's first president, but for now would become the park's first advertising manager. Jack Lindquist was a man who was in tune with the emotions and trends of the average park guest. He's the one who introduced the e-ticket system in October of '55. That simple change created emotional excitement for each attraction as guests clamored to ride the higher ticket rides. Now he planned to revolutionize the park in a way that would change it forever. In early 1957, Lindquist identified a crucial problem. They were missing a huge audience. Children adored the park, immediately attaching themselves to the whimsy of attractions and characters. Parents could relax and unwind, knowing this was a safe, clean, pleasant place to bring their families. But there was a core audience missing in Disneyland. The park's marketing was family forward. To teens, the idea of spending the day there was seen as uncool or childish. Lindquist realized they had lost an entire generation that never walked through their gates. The park needed to become a destination for young people, somewhere they'd bring their friends, their dates, and eventually their own children. So Lindquist got creative. In May 1957, Date Night at Disneyland was born. Advertising started appearing in local papers and magazines, promising an evening full of live music and romance, always pushing the emotion that the night offered. Date night was every Friday and Saturday night, and couples could enter the park starting at 5 p.m. for $6.50 for admission for two, including tickets for up to 10 rides, a little lower than the $8 price tag for a daytime experience. On top of this, the park extended its closing hours to midnight, and as popularity grew, 1 a.m. Disneyland had officially discovered the life and creative opportunity that the nighttime brought. But this event wasn't about the attractions or the allure of nighttime hours. No, this event was about atmosphere. Dancing became the beating heart of the park, and young people came dressed for the occasion. Men wearing suits and ties with suspenders and polished dancing shoes. Women wore their best dresses with wide skirts to pair with their high-heeled dancing shoes. Feet were moving, skirts were spinning, and music echoed through the park. Initially, live music and dancing were confined to the Carnation Plaza Gardens bandstand, where local performers, the Elliott Brothers, performed for this high-energy crowd. But as the event grew in attendance, so did the venue options. Soon enough, attendees could dance in Tomorrowland with Phil Gray and his Tomorrowland Orchestra, in Adventureland with the Hawaiian Trio, or live jazz on the Mark Twain Riverboat. Guest performers often played the events too, such as Glenn Campbell, Lionel Hampton, the Carpenters, the Osmond Brothers, and Louis Armstrong. Remarkably, Date Night also marked the first public performance of John Williams, who played alongside the Elliott Brothers long before his music would define cinematic magic. They'd even have special edition date nights, such as Football Kickoff Rally, promising new experiences and encouraging repeat visits. Disneyland became a place to dress up, spend time, and stay out late. And in 1958, it would also become a place to see fireworks. Date night was the first time Disneyland introduced fireworks with its Fantasy in the Sky show. At less than 5 minutes long, cast members would manually set off fireworks as music from Snow White, Peter Pan, and classics such as the Mickey Mouse March would synchronize with each colorful explosion. The show was so popular that it would run for over 40 years and play around the world, appearing in Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris, and Tokyo Disney. Fireworks weren't just entertainment. They were a reason to stay. Date night at Disneyland would continue every Friday and Saturday night for nearly a decade, until cultural tastes shifted. Formal dance nights gradually fell out of fashion, and date night had one final romantic dance before quietly fading away in the 1960s. But in 2017, the spirit of romance returned to the parks with Disneyland After Dark's Sweethearts Night. A new generation, a new format, a similar feeling. Unlike date night, Sweethearts Night is a fully ticketed, exclusive event where the date night crowd mingled with regular admission crowds. Sweethearts Night closes Disneyland early to non-ticketed guests. There are no fireworks, but instead, guests are treated to exclusive entertainment, projections, food, merchandise, photo opportunities, and character experiences. Where dancing was the main draw for date night, characters and photos are the main attraction for Sweethearts Night. Sometimes they're characters we haven't seen in a long time, like Atlantis' Milo and Kida. Sometimes they're common characters in exclusive shows. Where date night thrived on shared atmosphere, Sweethearts Night thrives on exclusivity. But both are chasing the same heartbeat: connection, memory, magic after dark, and plenty of dancing. The Carnation Plaza may be gone, but dancing in Tomorrowland and New Orleans Square live on. There's even karaoke in the Golden Horseshoe. Date nights at Disneyland may be gone, but Sweethearts Night inherited the romantic spirit of a bygone era. Date night didn't erase Disneyland's debt right away, but it proved that the park could survive after sunset. They learned that their audience wasn't just families, but teens, young adults, and couples too. The event laid the groundwork for future nighttime entertainment, such as Fantasmic and World of Color, and the park realized the potential of extended hours. Disneyland learned how its audience grew up, and they earned the heartbeat of an entire generation that didn't feel represented when the park first opened. And who knows? Maybe some of those date nights led to something more permanent. A proposal? A marriage? A family? Because somewhere between a dance floor, the fireworks, and a midnight stroll down Main Street, Disneyland learned how to fall in love with its audience every night. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned something new. If you enjoyed it, we'd love if you subscribed to Designing the Magic. We're producing more videos like this, and we're very excited about them. Let us know what you'd like us to cover next. Your suggestion may even make an appearance in the next video. Thanks again, and I hope this added a little magic to your life.